I was on a business trip in Virginia, and I was on my way home in a stretch limo with several co-workers. I quickly looked out the privacy window. It was a stretch limo, and I saw we were going off the road. We went off the 40-foot bridge abutment, so we went airborne and we hit the wall across from us. And I felt my back go through my stomach. But I thought about my wife and my children. I got 2 children, and you know, that's what scared me, them going to a funeral. I was, so I made every effort to survive this. My name's David, and I'm a ReWalker. They said I wouldn't walk again, but I would have to have surgery to put rods in my back just so I would be able to sit up again, because my back was broken in 4 places. Doctor comes in, like, I don't know how many days later, and he says, Mr. Lowell, I've got some good news for you and I've got some bad news. The good news is you're going to live. The bad news is you're never going to walk again. You're not going to have bowel, bladder, or sexual function as you remember them. The first time that I tried ReWalk, I was surprised about the effort, or the lack of effort, that it took to get up. The ReWalk staff was there with me. They gave me an overview of how the watch worked. I push a button, there's a beep. 3 seconds later, there's three quick beeps, and the unit is standing up. My job is just to push down on the forearm crutches, and I'm standing up. I'm just at eye level with people, and it felt exhilarating. Somebody there said, "Geez, David, we didn't know you were so tall." To be back up at eye level with somebody is just phenomenal. ReWalk made me feel that, I was making an effort to get back to a situation that I'd known my whole life, being able to stand up, to be able to walk. I've got 4 grandkids. I'd like to be able to go to their events like everyone else, walking. I'll feel good about that, and I think they'll feel good about that. Has ReWalk changed my outlook on being injured, being a paraplegia? I don't think it's really changed my outlook per se. I'm really excited about the capabilities, and I have a friend that's in the ReWalk study, and so I'm just going to coin his phrase, which I thought was phenomenal. He said, this is the first time that somebody with paraplegia is able to adapt to the environment. The rest of it, the environment has to adapt to someone with paraplegia. I think somebody that's first injured, it's going to be a wonderful tool, because I think they're going to get more exposure to it immediately. When you're down in a wheelchair, you're just bending your head, trying to get a flavor for what's being said, trying to read lips, and it's a difficult process. And now you're at a standing level, and so you're looking at somebody, you're talking to them. You can be in tune to their conversation or the conversation that's going around you. So the question, how does the ReWalk benefit the digestive system? Because I've said a number of times, to me, that's the critical improvement. It changes your day, because for most people, from my day starts out with a bowel program. And a bowel program prior to the ReWalk would take an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. And that's with taking pills the night before and the suppository the morning of, and then just having to sit there and wait for this process to work. Since I've been in the ReWalk, it all changes. I can be done in 30 minutes to an hour. A 3-star general just came up to the Bronx VA hospital, and his interest was to see this ReWalk device. And so he came up to visit and talk about it. I have a prior military background, but I didn't know that they have a coin that if you do something exceptional that they give you. And so this 3-star general, he reached into his pocket and he pulls out his coin and he says, a military officer give somebody a coin to recognize excellence, not just being good, excellent. And he said, what you're doing here, you're the test pilot for the new ReWalk device. What you're doing for people with paraplegia is going to be a game changer.